Well, kind of good morning. Again, it's not morning. Nowhere near morning. But we're awake. We're going to eat the other half of our cheesesteak. Oh my gosh, that orange juice cap that was on there. I can do it tomorrow. Ew, drink from the carton. Yep, it's my van. I'll drink it if I want to. We're just going to quickly eat this little half a cheesesteak. And then we're going to try to go back to bed. Probably won't fall asleep. I may be able to. For a little while anyways. Diesel heater's ticking away. I just turned it on. It's like 58. But for while I'm up out of bed. I moved the fan to above the microwave. I didn't realize I had it turned all the way on last night at step 3. It was kind of bothering me. So I moved it over there. And then I realized that thing's awful loud. So I dropped it to 3, or step 1. Put it over here. And this is actually a good spot for it too. Where I put it on the overhead cabinet is right above the diesel heater. So the heat from the heater itself, the piping and the heater, it's rising up, gets blown over here. But I just want the heat from the ceiling to go forward. So no big deal. It's just something I think helps keep the temp down a little bit. Have I told you I love my cheesesteaks for like 4 million times? Alright, well, right now we're just going to go ahead and eat breakfast. It's not even breakfast, it's like midnight snack. What time did I say it was? Like 2:30? I don't even know if I what time it was. But we're just going to go ahead and eat quick. And we're jumping back in bed. Normally what I do, I get up 3 o'clock in the morning. Day's a little earlier. It's going to be a cruddy day. We're in the DC to DC. To and from today. Hopefully it clears up. We get some solar. But I don't know. Kind of decided to hold off on that battery. One, it's $1,000. 2, I haven't 100% made up my mind about the PCT yet. 3, they work. The ones I have. I mean, I would think somebody give me $300 for 3 batteries. You know what I mean? I mean, they're $300 a piece. Almost like $270, $269, I think, a piece is what the batteries cost. They only have like 50 cycles on them. I would think somebody that would be willing to pay $300 to put 300 amp hours in their vehicle or their rig, whatever. basically, you're getting 3 batteries for the price of 1. All right, let me finish my midnight snack, and I'm going to climb back in bed for a little while, see if we can get some sleep, and we'll see you in the morning when it's like almost trying to get light. We're going to be driving, I think, to work in the dark this morning. Maybe not. We got to get up. We'll get up in the dark, but we're definitely driving back to camp in the dark. So, all right. See you after snack. Well, good morning now. We are actually officially out of bed and heading to work. That girl came back last night and got the rest of her belongings out of the bushes. Darn mount. I forgot again last night to order another one, or try to at least get on Amazon and see if I can order one. Thing just continually falls off the window now. I mean, I got this after my car was broken into in Washington when I was doing the PCT. So, I mean, it's 5 years old. I gotta remember to get a new one. Got the DC to DC running. It's supposed to be rainy today all day. See what the weather's like this evening. We get out late and have to go in even earlier tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I turned off the fan when I climbed out of bed. I was getting ready. It was so hot. I looked back at the temperature again. It was already 78 degrees in here. And like I said, that thing will run you out of here. It was only 45 last night. But, well, sooner or later it's going to drop. Any day. It's supposed to be cold on my days off. High of 50, rainy, low of like 30 or lower. So we'll see what happens. Have to go to physical therapy on the one day, back to the doctor on the other day. Sunny day, I don't know what we'll do. The first day off it's supposed to be sunny. I don't know, we'll see. See what the weather looks like. But okay, let's go to work, get this long day over with, and we'll see you on the flip side. Well, good evening, everybody. Back at camp, I decided to have a fire. I forgot I needed pellets, so I'm just using all the little pieces of wood in my chunk bag to make a little fire. Not going to sit out very long tonight, but I did order a bracket for the window. Finally, I finally remembered to do that. But we're going to sit outside for a little while, and then we're going to go inside, cook something a little quick for dinner. Not sure what I want. Maybe just some like Totino's pizza rolls, something like that. I really would like to do a nice piece of bread with butter, but the electrical system, 2 batteries say 96, 98, the other one says 60. So, because it's going to be cruddy the next few days, or at least tomorrow, and then I think the next day is sunny, and then cruddy. I don't think I want to hook up the turn on the air fryer. I'm not sure. I'll probably do it anyways. I want some nice rosemary bread with butter. Sounds excellent. But I'll tell you guys, I'm so confused about the PCT. I want to do it so bad. And it's probably going to be a conversation I have every day for a week or so. I'm not sure. But I really want to hike that trail again. And I have the money to do it. It's just the fact come April 14th, I'd have to put the van somewhere, get down to the Mexican border, hike to Canada, get back to the van. Last time I did it, somebody broke in my car and stole everything I owned. So again, that's something that scares me very bad. Where am I going to put the van? I don't know. But another day at work, and somebody made a comment that, oh, I'm going on workman's comp. Yeah, I have an issue with my hand. If there's an issue, I want it paid for because of the issue. I'm not trying to do anything like free money. I'm just trying to make sure that the issue that was caused at work is taken care of. And I can't believe people say things like that. But again, they have no clue what they're talking about. But again, is what it is. Now we're just throwing these little chunks in here since I forgot to buy a thing of pellets. Tomorrow after work, we have 3 days off. I have to buy pellets, more chunks, probably some things for the fridge. But we'll see what happens. But man, I tell you, I met some of the most amazing people on the PCT. Two of my friends live down in San Diego. They just got married. They've been together for, gosh, like 10 years, something like that. But they finally got married. Unfortunately, I couldn't go down to their celebration, which I wish I could have. Sorry you can't see me. I'm not turning a big light on. This is a fireside chat. But I'm happy for them. They're a really nice couple. Bartender and Nettles. Hiked with them. They're great people. And I've gone down and seen them in San Diego a couple times. Love to see them again. Wish I could have gone down for their celebration. But with my work schedule, they didn't give me enough time. So, again, happy they're married and sure they had a great party for their marriage. But again, I'm going to sit here and stir about this for days if I want to do the PCT. There are two different there's a permit process. First, what you have to do is you go online and register to apply for a permit. Then they give you a date or a time on the first date or the second date to apply. Then you apply with, where you think you're going to start, when you want to start, what's open. You have to look at, the calendar. And like I said, on mine was 10:46. I had anywhere I wanted or any day I wanted to start. And I want to start the exact same day I did in 2020 because it was a perfect time. And then you fill out your application and submit it. and then they'll get back with you in a little while. I mean, there's a lot of people. I think if I remember correctly, it's 30 permits per day for the first application permit process, which is basically 3 months. So you're looking at what, 2,700. And then there's another one, I think it's in January. They give the other 20. So that's another 1,800. And then I think in January they do the permits for the southbound, which I can't remember how many a day or how long. But that's a lot of permits for them to go through. But I'm still thinking about it. I I'll have the money. It's just the fact that if I don't spend that money, that basically sets me back a year for giving up work, traveling full time. So I'm leaning towards, again, canceling that permit. But man, I want to do it again so bad. But if I save that money, cancel my permit, continue work for a few more years, I can always hike the trail. Now, could I through hike it on that budget? Probably not. So, I don't know. We're just going to keep thinking about it for a few more days. It's not a big deal. Um, like I said, it's something I really want to do. Again, it's an amazing trail. But all right, I'm just throwing some little chips in here. Sit out by the fire for a few more minutes. Then we'll go inside, cook some dinner. And we'll just keep thinking about it. But as always, thank you for watching, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate it. And you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you next time on Jellybean Outdoors.